Hi everyone again. Man, this is a bit frustrating. I was about to listen to this video. My recording stopped because I guess I lost, I didn't have enough storage. But it's weird, it's like, the more things I delete to try and gain storage, the less storage I have. It's like I should be gaining storage, but I don't know, it's like just doing the exact opposite. So it's weird. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll just do this video and we'll be done for tonight. But Cry is a very good
Symmetry.
narrator. Oh my god, yep.
I love Symmetry. I'm not sure exactly why, but I've loved it since I was a kid. Most children are messy and forgetful of their things. Not me. I knew everything has a place, and in my room, everything was right where it belongs. My parents didn't have it. My grandparents didn't have it either. Not a single person in my family had it. I started referring to it as it because I truly believe it's a thing inside of me. A stowaway that shouldn't be there but lives inside me. It's a need, a desire, a longing to be perfect. Perfect on both sides. As an adult, I'm at the point where I can't live my life normally. I can't keep a job. Women don't stay with me because they can't handle it. Honestly, I don't even care when they leave. They're messy and make things difficult. They roll over on my side of the bed instead of staying on their own. They leave dishes in one side of the sink but not the other. And I can't work anymore, so when they leave for the day, I have to stay home and fix everything. It's a relief when they leave for good. The feeling never lasts, though. Eventually, it comes back and finds something else that needs fixing.
Texting me. After my recording ended, I checked the messages and they actually wanted me to give them a shout out. So shout out to them. I would say their channel, but I forgot it. So my bad, Shakira. Oh yeah, I also just wanted to add, I haven't listened to Cry in so many years. And honestly, just hearing this video, it brings back a lot of memories because, Symmetry and 911 Operator is probably, those are my two favorite. Okay, anyways.
You may be asking, why would I seek out relationships to begin with if I can't stand them? It's hard for me to sleep in the middle of the bed all night without moving. Other than the relationship problem, my life is pretty much in order. I say pretty much, but there is one last issue that must be dealt with. You see, I have what's called heterochromia iridium, or two different colored irises. My right eye was cornflower blue, my left pale green. Both my parents have cornflower blue eyes, my siblings and cousins as well. My green eye is the broken one. It makes me unbalanced. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, it just stares back at me. It's all I think about now. Everything is in its right place, except my green little mistake. It didn't hurt at first. When I dug the spoon under my eye.
Oh.
It didn't even hurt when it popped out and was hanging by my cheek. Was it shock that was keeping the pain away, or was it? I snipped the optic nerve and flooded the warm fluids that was streaming down my face. My vision being cut in half was a strange sensation. What was left of the dangling flesh, I placed back in the now empty hole. I bandaged the wound, rinsed the spoon, and went to sleep. I woke up happy. I slept better than I had in years. It was finally done. I was fixed. I got out of bed and I stumbled to the bathroom. My body ached and my head was on fire. I flicked the switch in the bathroom and the light was blinding. I slowly removed the bandage that was soaked with blood and was sticking to my face like tape. When I looked up at the mirror, my stomach turned. Only then had I realized what I'd done to myself, and I couldn't believe it. There was a hole in the left side of my face, but not the right.
Oh.
I was unbalanced again. It was much harder digging out the second eye. My hands were shaky, and when I dug the spoon in, I missed several times, puncturing my pupil 3 times before I finally got it in to the right place. Once the eye popped out, I reached for my scissors to finish the job. The blood from the previous night had dried on the blades, so the scissors didn't cut very well. You know when you were a kid in elementary school and your teacher made you cut construction paper for our projects? Did you ever try to cut too many pieces at once, but the scissors couldn't take it? The blades would just kind of fold over each other and the paper would get pinned between them. That's what happened with my eye. The optic nerve was pinned right between the 2 blades. It was stuck, and as I tried desperately and frantically to make it unstuck, I slipped on the blood and started falling to the floor. Reflexes kicked in, and I let go of my eye to try to break my fall with my hand. The weight of the stuck scissors of my hanging eye was unbearable. I knew I couldn't stand it long enough to make it to the kitchen to get the knife. So I pulled. I pulled it straight out of my head. I felt the flesh tear from the inside of my skull. I felt it rip and spew liquids everywhere. I knew I was crying, but there was no telling the tears from the blood from the ocular fluid. When I heard the wet slap of flesh against the tile floor, I knew I was done. I knew it was done. I could live my life without having to see people's awful, messy, uneven lives. The relief washed over me, and I knew it would last this time. I had never felt this way before. Never had this much hope. As I laid in my bathroom, on that cold, wet, sticky tile, I smiled for the first time in years. Dictated, but not read.
Ew, and it's just dripping still. That's. Oh my god. No, not dealing yet. Okay. Okay, so it's like if you think about it, symmetry is just like I mean it's obviously just OCD, but there are probably people who think like this every single day, you know? It's like people who wash wash their hands too much. Obsessive, no, compulsive hand washing, I think. It's like the people who do that, I guess they always see their hands as dirty. So they do it and do it until their skin gets all raw from them just rubbing against it constantly. And it's really weird to think, like, I mean, I guess I too believe in a lot, or believe a lot in symmetry. Because, believe me, if something is like even just the slightest bit off, or say the other day I was trying to fit my books in a drawer, and I just couldn't fit all of them in, no matter which way I put them. And it frustrated me, knowing there was always one book that wouldn't fit. Now, of course, I didn't want to use one drawer just for that one book, but I don't know. But I don't think I would ever have the guts to take my own eye out, or both for that matter. I don't know, it's always interested me, like when I guess a good example if you watch the movie would be what is it called? I think it's shoot, I can't remember the name right now. But it's that Western Adam Sandler movie with his brothers. I think it's the Six Brothers. Like it's either six or seven brothers. But there's a kind of like a gang that are after them. And this guy, in order for him to join the gang, he has to scoop out his eye. I wonder if you're able to see through that eye. I mean, I feel like you would. It wouldn't make sense if you couldn't. But I wonder what that sensation would be like. Like, if you scoop out your eye and it's just dangling there, would you get dizzy because of it moving too much? I don't know. Could be. Oh, you know what I could do? I could try and make this like a normal thing. I can just take, like, instead of the first video that I have uploading right now, you guys can probably see it. I can try to watch one long video and I guess give my analysis on it. Like I said, I mean, I totally get where this guy's coming from, but I would never go as far as that. I'd actually like to hear some of your guys' thoughts on symmetry, or just like maybe you catch yourself doing something unconsciously. Say, I don't know, fixing silverware to be like a bit more straightened. I kind of nitpick things like that. I guess I opened a drawer of silverware the other day, and it was just all like cluttered, I guess. And I caught myself moving like each individual piece and stacking them on top of each other. I don't know, just so it could look nice, I guess. Well, anyways, I think that'll be it for tonight. What time is it? 2:03. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in this late night video of mine. And I'll try my best to actually do another one tonight. Or, sorry, tonight, because it's technically the next day. Anyways, I'll see you guys.